Welcome to the future of travel in China. In today's video, we're taking a journey on one of the most advanced and busiest train routes in the world, the Xining to Zhangye Railway. The Xining to Zhangye Railway is more than just a journey across China's landscape. It's a window into a part of the world where history, culture, and nature collide in unexpected ways. In today's video, we're not just going to talk about the ride, but dive into the hidden gems and unknown facts about this iconic route that make it a journey worth taking. Stay tuned to discover the secrets of this rail trip across the Gansu corridor. Lesser-known historical significance. What many don't realize is that this rail closely follows the path of the ancient Silk Road, connecting cities that were once bustling hubs of trade between China and the West. Zhangye, for instance, was a vital Silk Road post, historically known as Gansu, and served as a cultural melting pot where merchants, travelers, and monks exchanged goods and ideas. While today's travelers might be more interested in speed and comfort, the railway's historical significance lies deep beneath the tracks. Every station you pass echoes with centuries of history and untold stories of those who made this arduous journey long before modern railways existed. The dramatic landscape the Xining to Zhangye Rail offers one of the most visually stunning train rides in China. It crosses the northern edge of the Tibetan Plateau, providing breathtaking views of the Qinghai Mountains. As the train nears Zhangye, the landscape changes dramatically, revealing the vibrant colors of the Danxia Landform, famously known as the Rainbow Mountains. What most people don't know is that the area around Zhangye has some of the most vivid natural landforms on Earth, due to millions of years of layered sandstone and minerals. Yet, these natural wonders are far less touristy compared to other famous spots in China, making it an undiscovered gem for travelers seeking solitude. Cultural and spiritual stops along the way. Another little-known aspect of the Xining to Zhangye route is its proximity to several important cultural and spiritual landmarks. Just off the beaten path from Xining, you'll find the famous Tar Monastery, a center of Tibetan Buddhism and the birthplace of Tsongkhapa, the founder of the Gelugpa sect. It's one of the few places where you can witness Tibetan culture thriving on the Qinghai Plateau. As the train heads west, closer to Zhangye, the giant Buddha temple in Zhangye city is another hidden treasure. This ancient temple houses China's largest indoor reclining Buddha, built during the Western Xia dynasty in the 11th century. These spiritual stops offer a serene break from the busy pace of train travel, giving passengers a glimpse into the region's deep religious roots. A route of strategic importance beyond its role in passenger travel, the Xining to Zhangye Rail plays a critical role in China's Belt and Road Initiative. This rail link is strategically placed in the Gansu corridor, a key passageway for freight traffic between Western China and Central Asia. The ancient Silk Road isn't just a thing of the past. Today's modern trains carry goods along similar routes, reinforcing the Gansu corridor's historical importance as a logistical hub. This makes the route not just a scenic journey for travelers, but also an economic artery for trade and development, linking China with its western neighbors. Qinghai-Tibet Plateau's permafrost challenge. The Xining to Zhangye Railway traverses the outer edge of the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau, and a significant portion of the route is built on permafrost. This presents an engineering challenge, as the ground beneath the tracks can shift due to freezing and thawing cycles. Special rail beds and insulating materials are used to stabilize the tracks, ensuring safe operation throughout the year. The design techniques used here were inspired by similar methods developed for the Qinghai-Tibet Railway, which faces even harsher conditions. a strategic military route. While the railway is primarily known for its economic and passenger transport importance, it also holds strategic military value. The Gansu corridor, through which this railway passes, has historically been a critical route for moving troops and supplies, dating back to the days of ancient dynasties. Today, the Xining to Zhangye route plays a role in modern China's military logistics, helping to transport military equipment and personnel to the western regions when needed, especially in relation to the sensitive Xinjiang region. Zhangye's lesser-known relics of the Silk Road. Zhangye, the final stop of this route, is often associated with the stunning Zhangye Danxia Landform. However, few know that Zhangye also houses numerous relics from the Silk Road era. One lesser-known treasure is the ancient Xining temple, which, though small and remote, was once a resting point for travelers and monks journeying along the Silk Road. Hidden Buddhist caves nearby contain murals that date back centuries, but they remain largely untouched by mass tourism. The train crosses two ecological zones as you travel on the Xining to Zhangye rail. You cross two distinct ecological zones, the Loess Plateau and the alpine meadow of the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau. The transition between these zones is one of the most fascinating aspects of the journey. In the first part, you'll see arid landscapes and eroded hills, while later on, you pass through lush grasslands dotted with yaks and herders' tents, providing a stark contrast in natural scenery. Many passengers are unaware of how drastically the environment changes during this journey. A hidden tunnel network beneath the mountains. One of the lesser discussed features of the Xining to Zhangye Railway is the complex network of tunnels that burrow beneath the Qilian Mountains. The longest tunnel, called the Qinghai Tunnel, is over 15 kilometers long and was a massive engineering undertaking. These tunnels not only allow trains to pass through mountainous terrain with minimal disruption to the surrounding environment but also include advanced air circulation systems to ensure passenger comfort even during extended periods underground. Home to the world's largest salt lake. A short detour from Xining, where the journey begins, is Qarhan Salt Lake, the world's largest inland saltwater lake, and it is mostly unknown to tourists traveling on this railway. Though it's not directly visible from the train, many of the region's chemical industries depend on this lake for extracting minerals like potassium and magnesium. The Salt Lake area has an otherworldly landscape, with salt flats stretching into the horizon, and travelers interested in local industries and landscapes often make this detour. Solar energy. Along the route, the Xining to Zhangye Railway runs through areas that are leading China's renewable energy revolution. Along parts of the route, you can see vast solar farms stretching across the desert and highlands, generating clean energy that powers not only local cities but also supports the train's operation. Few passengers realize that the region they are traveling through is a significant contributor to China's renewable energy goals, helping to transform the country's energy mix. Zhangye's underground water system. Zhangye, despite its arid surroundings, has a sophisticated ancient underground water system known as the Qinghai Well. This system, developed over 2,000 years ago, taps into underground water sources and channels them to the surface through a series of tunnels and wells, irrigating farmland in the region. Most travelers are unaware that beneath the seemingly dry desert terrain, a vast, ancient network exists, supporting life in one of the driest regions in China. Qinghai Lake's hidden cultural significance. Although not directly on the rail line, Qinghai Lake, the largest lake in China, is a significant natural and cultural landmark near Xining. It holds spiritual importance for both Tibetans and Mongols. For many centuries, nomadic tribes have performed rituals at the lake, believing it to be the dwelling place of powerful deities. There are annual pilgrimages to the lake, where locals walk around its shores in a spiritual journey that can take weeks. This deep cultural aspect is often overlooked by travelers who see the lake only for its beauty. A vital link to the heavily polluted Hexi corridor, the Xining to Zhangye route cuts through the Hexi corridor, a historically significant passage, but few realize that this area has faced serious environmental degradation. Overgrazing, desertification, and industrial pollution have affected the region. This railway provides an important modern lifeline for economic and sustainable development projects aimed at restoring the environment, with some areas along the rail route now part of reforestation and anti-desertification efforts. The train, while offering passengers scenic views, also highlights a region at the center of China's battle against desert expansion. The route that revived Zhangye's economic fortunes. Zhangye's fortunes have ebbed and flowed over the centuries, but the construction of the Xining to Zhangye Railway revived its economic standing. Historically reliant on agriculture and Silk Road trade, Zhangye experienced an economic slump before the railway boosted connectivity. The increased ease of transporting goods, particularly agricultural products like wheat and corn, has revitalized its local industries. Zhangye's transformation into a logistical hub has led to better infrastructure, attracting tourism and new business ventures. The unexplored caves of Zhangye's Jiayugan. While tourists often head to the Zhangye Danxia or Giant Buddha Temple, few know that the region is home to a network of hidden ancient caves near Jiayugan. Some of these caves are filled with ancient Buddhist art and scriptures, predating the more famous Mogao caves of Dunhuang. Despite their historical importance, they remain largely unexplored due to difficult access and limited archaeological research. For adventurous travelers, exploring these caves provides a rare glimpse into ancient art and history along the Silk Road. A desert oasis transformed into a high-tech zone. Though Zhangye lies in an arid region, the introduction of the railway has transformed parts of the surrounding desert into a thriving high-tech industrial zone. The region is now home to numerous solar farms, making it a key player in China's renewable energy landscape. These farms stretch across desert lands that were once considered inhospitable, turning barren sand into an engine for sustainable development. Travelers passing through these areas may not realize that this barren land is helping power China's clean energy future. High-speed train with improved oxygen systems. Given the high altitudes of the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau, the trains on the Xining to Zhangye line are equipped with specialized oxygen systems to maintain passenger comfort. While high-speed trains in China are generally designed for speed and efficiency, this particular route required engineers to factor in altitude-related issues like thinner air and lower oxygen levels. Many passengers don't realize that they are traveling with a built-in oxygen supply system, ensuring a comfortable ride even at high altitudes. Zhangye's Chinese Grand Canyon is still largely unknown. The Pingshanyu Grand Canyon near Zhangye is often referred to as the Chinese Grand Canyon, yet it remains relatively unknown to international tourists. It features dramatic red rock formations and steep cliffs similar to the Grand Canyon in the US. Despite its potential as a major tourist destination, it remains under the radar for most travelers. The canyon, located a short distance from the railway, offers a stunning natural sight that hasn't yet been fully commercialized, allowing for a more peaceful exploration experience. A journey through the world's oldest continuous civilization. While the Silk Road's historical importance is well known, the Xining to Zhangye route passes through regions that have been inhabited by various ethnic groups for over 4,000 years, making it one of the world's longest continually inhabited areas. Along the route, you'll find remnants of ancient settlements and tombs from early Chinese dynasties, as well as evidence of early human activity. Some of these archaeological sites, including ancient stone carvings and burial mounds, are still being uncovered, revealing more about the people who lived here long before the Silk Road. A gateway to the heavenly western regions. Historically, Zhangye marked the gateway to what ancient Chinese called the heavenly western regions, an area stretching into Central Asia and beyond. This railway, following a similar route to ancient Silk Road caravans, retraces the paths that once connected China to Persia, India, and the Roman Empire. For centuries, this region was a blend of Chinese, Persian, and Central Asian cultures, and modern rail travelers are following the footsteps of explorers, traders, and monks who made the perilous journey westward. A pioneering railway for cold climate testing, the Xining to Zhangye Railway was one of the first sections of China's high-speed rail network used to test cold climate performance. Due to the harsh winters in this region, where temperatures often drop below freezing, it became a natural testing ground for high-speed trains in cold environments. Engineers tested how the train systems, braking, signaling, and even passenger comfort held up in icy conditions. These trials led to improvements that were later applied across China's high-speed rail system. The role of Tibetan culture in Xining. Although Xining is the capital of Qinghai Province, it has deep ties to Tibetan culture. Many passengers are unaware that Tibetan festivals and religious ceremonies are frequently held in the city, especially near the famous Kumbum Monastery, Tar Monastery, one of the 6 great monasteries of Tibetan Buddhism. The city's population includes a significant number of Tibetans, and cultural practices like prayer flags and yak herding can be seen just outside the city limits, offering a glimpse of Tibetan life without needing to travel deep into Tibet. Unique geological research along the route. Geologists from around the world come to study the terrain between Xining and Zhangye because of the unique geological formations and mineral resources found here. The region's ancient rocks date back millions of years, providing valuable insights into the Earth's history. The Qilian Mountains, in particular, are considered one of China's best locations for geological research, with exposed fault lines and folds that offer clues to how the land was shaped over millennia. Few passengers realize they're traveling through a hotspot for earth science research. A railway that reduced travel time by half before the high-speed railway was built. Travel between Xining and Zhangye used to take twice as long, over 12 hours by conventional train. With the completion of the high-speed rail in 2014, travel time was cut dramatically, to just about 5-6 hours. This reduction not only benefits local commuters but also boosted tourism and business connections between the two cities. What was once considered a slow, arduous trip is now an efficient, comfortable journey. A base for space research. Zhangye is close to the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center, one of China's key space launch facilities. While not directly connected to the railway, the proximity of the route to this important space center underscores the strategic importance of the region. Trains carrying equipment and personnel have used this line to move materials to Jiuquan, contributing to China's burgeoning space exploration program. The launch center's location in the remote desert was chosen for its clear skies and low population density, ideal for launching rockets. Presence of ancient fossils near Zhangye. The region around Zhangye is not only known for its colorful rock formations but also for its fossil discoveries. Some areas along the rail route have revealed fossils of prehistoric creatures, including dinosaurs, dating back millions of years. Although much of this fossil-rich land remains undeveloped and unexplored, paleontologists have begun to focus more on this area for research, meaning the rail route passes through territory that once roamed with ancient giants. Zhangye's historical role as a frontier fortress. Zhangye was once a critical military post guarding the northern frontiers of ancient China. During the Han and Tang dynasties, Zhangye served as a garrison town that helped defend the Silk Road against invasions from nomadic tribes. The Great Wall of China in this region is lesser known compared to the more famous sections near Beijing, but it played an equally vital role in the defense of the Chinese Empire. The remnants of ancient walls and fortifications are scattered around the area, offering glimpses into the city's historical significance as a frontier defense hub. The economic transformation of Xining. While Xining was once a relatively isolated and underdeveloped city, the introduction of the railway has sparked significant economic growth. The city has become a transportation hub for the surrounding Qinghai region, with industries in energy, technology, and tourism rapidly developing. Xining now serves as a major logistics center, with goods flowing into the Tibetan Plateau, and this transformation has been accelerated by the rail connection. This rail link has been a key factor in positioning Xining as an emerging economic powerhouse in western China. So, whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or just someone looking for an unforgettable travel experience, the Xining to Zhangye Railway has something special to offer. From its engineering marvels and historical routes to its dramatic landscapes and cultural richness, this rail journey is one of China's most underrated gems. Next time you find yourself in western China, consider hopping on this train for a ride that promises more than just a destination. It's a journey through time, culture, and breathtaking scenery.